During the Ubisoft Forward presentation, which was part of the E3 2021 gaming media event, the associate producer at developer Ivory Tower explained that across 2 games, the Crew series has amassed over 30 million players. Quite the accomplishment. A trailer for the next content update for The Crew 2 then splashed onto our screens, and to our pleasant surprise, it had a motorsport theme. We were able to play the United States Speed Tour East Motorflix season ahead of its release on July 7th. But before we dive into the nitty-gritty of the latest expansion, this is also the perfect excuse to re-evaluate the now 3-year-old open-world racer. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room right away. The Crew 2 doesn't have the smoothest of car handling characteristics. There's a distinct lack of precision, you could say. You can't tap the brakes like a Need for Speed game to initiate a drift, nor employ a dab of handbrake like Forza Horizon to help your machine turn on its axis. If you do try to use the parking brake, unless you're driving on gravel, it tends to result in a brief skid before the front axle snaps back into line. Drifting is generally not this game's forte. Thanks in part to its age and the lack of a next-gen console update or PC hardware update, the environment visuals, while inoffensive, are often flatter than a glass of Dr. Pepper left out overnight. The UI can often be too fiddly, with important modes or events hidden away within a menu, or are they accessed from the map? Or was it your home? Or is it the pause menu? Or all 4? I'm not sure. But here's the thing, give it more than an hour of your time and things start to click. You need to think slightly left field to understand the appeal of the Crew 2. The vastness of the location is one key element. Not a small part of a nation or a facsimile of one, but the entire United States of America. That's between 5,000 and 7,000 square kilometers of playable game area to you and me, and what it lacks in contemporary visuals, it more than makes up for in variety and sheer scope. I haven't even mentioned the dynamic time and weather that's constantly changing yet either. Oh, and the rallycross, off-road racing, monster trucks, stunt events, or licensed Red Bull Formula 1 cars. I nearly forgot the motorcycles, and motocross bikes there too. And the airplanes. Oh, and the boats, there's boats too. There is not a more diverse vehicle list in gaming. You can also customize most of them with a bigger list of parts than the number of US states. Making a Pontiac GTO my own, one of the new vehicles, I was able to select from 82 different rim designs, 18 front fascias, 21 rear designs, the dashboard material, the color combination of the seats, the hood, the spoiler, and even the tire tread. Combine that with the location and throw in Ubisoft's industry-leading post-release support, plus being able to play with up to 3 friends cooperatively, hence the name, and you start to see the Crew 2's specialty, variety. Which leads us nicely to the new United States Speed Tour East Edition, Season 3, Episode 1 of Motorflix. Motorflix first started in November 2020 and lays out regular themed additions to the sprawling title. These are broken down into seasons, each season containing 2 episodes, and 5 seasons have so far been confirmed for development. The first episode was The Chase, that saw police-focused vehicles and missions, followed by the largely off-road racing-themed The Hunt, and then recently in Season 2, the spy-themed Agency and stunt-themed Game installments. In each update, there is a suite of vehicles that will be added to the Crew 2 for all players, regardless of game mode, and then a set of new events spread out across 2 months. Then there's Motor Pass, which is integrated within each episode. By completing daily in-game challenges, you can unlock new visual customization items to apply to your vehicle collection, and several special, uniquely customized or brand new vehicles. There are 50 tiers of challenges to progress through, and there's a premium pass that instantly unlocks 12 tiers for 80,000 crew credits. Currently, a pack of 100,000 credits costs $9.99 or £7.99, and you will also receive up to 40,000 credits back to spend in-game on other items as bonuses through a Motor Pass season. Similar item unlocking systems are employed by Rocket League's Rocket Pass and the F1 game's Podium Pass. For the upcoming first episode of the 3rd season, the theme is motorsport. So the Motor Pass has racing suits, helmets, and racing-inspired wheels to unlock, alongside more garish window tints and even car horn sounds. Oh, and new cars. Lots of cool new cars. For all players, in July, the following 4 vehicles will be added to the shop. If you've amassed enough in-game credits, they can be yours, and there's also the quick test drive option so you can get a feel for them before purchasing. 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge Rally Raid Edition. 1974 Porsche Carrera 911 RSR Turbo. 2016 KTM Crossbow R Alpha Grand Prix Edition. Then the 2018 Honda CB1000R Fireblade motorcycle will be available on July 14th. Then we have the USS TE Motor Pass vehicles, which are the big ticket items. First up, free for everyone, is the Ford Focus RSRX One Glow Edition. It is a monster, taking the already rapid rallycross car and turning up its 4-wheel drive and turbocharged platform to 11, the aggressive body kit that now adorns the exterior screams Pikes Peak hill climb to us. It's got a bigger chin than Jay Leno. Then there's the premium Falcon Competition Edition of the Pontiac GTO. Imagine if the Dakar Rally or Baja 1000 event had a rule set that was for 1960s muscle cars, and you're nearly there. The high ride height and supple suspension mixed with the American muscle should be perfect for some dirt racing. These sit alongside the headline-grabbing cars we saw in the E3 trailer, the Pulse Performance Edition of the Porsche 911 RSR Turbo, and the KTM Crossbow that's so modified you can barely tell what it's based on. The Aero Racing Edition fits into the Alpha Grand Prix class. It's so fast that the acceleration and high grip handling will snap your neck. Except they won't, because it's a video game. However, what are new vehicles without new events to use them in? Aha, those crafty folk at Ivory Tower have you covered there too. The United States Speed Tour East is a series of racing events that unsurprisingly takes place on the East Coast of America. This is broken down into a series of 16 unique time trial events. There were 4 unlocked for us to try in this preview, and 2 new challenges will appear each week across the episode. These are the perfect test of the new vehicles, although it must be said that you don't need the premium MotorPass cars in order to take part. Each time trial event is available in 3 difficulty settings: normal, hard, or ace, and once you finish a challenge for 1 difficulty, each subsequent level unlocks, and you'll receive additional bonuses and loot for mastering the tougher tests. So really, to get the most out of these editions, you should play through them at least 3 times trying to beat the harder difficulties. The level design has special chicanes, barriers, and signage to make it feel like a holistic event, and there are varied locations, from an inner city layout to a rallycross track that mixes in some dirt and even a high-speed highway run in that shiny new Porsche. While new, exciting, and fun, the time trial events do seem to outstay their welcome a little bit in terms of event length, sometimes repeating loops to make it feel more expansive than it actually is. Once you've gone through each new test and have tried out the new rides, there is the engrossing live summit to play through as well. For those not familiar, each new season of Motorflix also includes a series of fresh live summit events. These being a series of 9 events which incorporate elements from the Crew 2's wide range of disciplines. An online leaderboard of your score across all events is then updated. At the end of the summit, there is a ranking, and if you reach a certain level, you receive payouts. The levels are bronze for ranked, silver for top 15,000, gold for the top 8,000, and platinum for the top 4,000. A change for this update brings rewards after each summit event, unlike previously where it was only after the summit ends. And the result tiers are extended, so in theory, more players will receive payouts. In this Speed Tour Summit, we're all aiming for the prize of an exclusive C2 Corvette with a stylish modification, making it look like some sort of Cyberpunk 2077 resto mod. The live summits are another crucial factor to the game's enduring appeal, and nothing else feels quite like awaiting your ranking. This time we were 4th in the world, no big deal, but before I popped the champagne, at the time of playing, there were only 6 people on the list, so really there wasn't a great performance. I'm gonna blame the boat racing on that one. If you already own the Crew 2, now's the time to hop back in and check out the revised live summit system, plus the new vehicles and challenges that come with each Motorflix season. I think that the system itself is engaging, but the Motorflix, MotorPass, live summit nomenclature, and UI structure can be a little confusing. Push through though, and you are rewarded with something unique in the racing game space, and an experience that is far exceeding initial expectations. If you want to try out Season 3, Episode 1 of Motorflix, the United States Speed Tour East. Then it's live on PlayStation, Xbox, Stadia, and PC from July 7th. You can also play The Crew 2 for free between July 8th and 12th on PlayStation, PC, and Stadia only. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and check out TraxionGG for more reviews, previews, hardware, esports, and everything else from the world of racing games.